Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stardew Valley Brawl. Today we are going to be putting a bunch of different Stardew Valley characters head to head in a competition to see who comes out alive. You can see on screen who are in the districts, but I'm going to break them down real quick. District 1 goes to Mr. Key and Krobus. District 2 is Dwarf and Kent. District 3 is Maru and Sebastian. District 4 is Willie and Linus. District 5 is Pierre and Morris. District 6 is Governor and Pam. District 7 is Leah and Robin. District 8 is Emily and Haley. District 9 is Marnie and Sandy. District 10 is Gus and the Henchman. District 11 is Evelyn and Caroline. And District 12 is Marlon and Clint. And let's get into it. This is the beginning. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Evelyn runs away from the cornucopia. Sandy finds a bag full of explosives. The governor grabs a jar of fishing bait, while Gus gets fishing gear. Ooh, maybe they're teaming up. Okay, interesting. It's an interesting little duo. The dudes with the mustaches, I like it. Krobus finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Can he even shoot that? Does he have arms? I don't even know. Robin finds a canteen full of water. The dwarf grabs a jar of fishing bait, while Kent gets fishing gear. Haley runs away. Morris scares Pierre away. That's fitting. Willie runs away. Mr. Key runs away. Maru stays at the cornucopia for resources. Emily takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. The henchman snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Clint takes a sickle from the inside of the cornucopia. Linus convinces Marlon not to kill him, only to kill him instead. Savage. There can only be one person with gray hair here. Caroline and Marnie work together to drown Sebastian. Rip Sebastian. Pam and Leah run away. Emily practices her archery. Well, she probably needs that. Leah, Morris, Sandy, and Robin form a suicide pact, killing themselves. You know what? Robin probably did it because her kid got drowned. Let's be real. The dwarf, Linus, Pierre, Haley, and the henchman hunt for other tributes. That is an interesting group of people. Evelyn stabs the governor while his back is turned. Damn, Granny, you a savage. Pam receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Gus and Clint work together for the day. I could see that being a thing. Maru searches for water. Marnie searches for firewood. Caroline constructs a shack. Kent runs away from Krobus. Weren't they as a pack together? Mr. Key makes a wooden spear, and Willie discovers a river. That is right where Willie needs to be. 7 cannon shots can be heard. Marlon, Sebastian, Leah, Morris, Sandy, Robin, and the governor. Night 1. Haley, Evelyn, and Emily cheerfully sing songs together. Aww. Krobus, Willie, Dwarf, and Kent sleep in shifts. Linus, Gus, Mr. Key, and Pam sleep in shifts. Henchman and Pierre track down and kill Clint. Oh, he must have been a threat. Marnie tries to treat her infection. Aw, I hope she doesn't die. Maru severely slices Caroline with a sword. Day 2. Evelyn attacks Pierre, but the dwarf protects him, killing Evelyn. Rip Granny. Kent overhears Haley and Pam talking in the distance. Emily searches for firewood. Marnie severely injures the henchman, but puts him out of his misery. Damn, it had to happen. Gus is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Oh no, poor baby got pricked by thorns. Willie constructs a shack. Krobus tries to spear fish with a trident. Mr. Key goes hunting, and Maru runs away from Linus. 4 cannon shots. Clint, Caroline, Evelyn, and the henchman. I'm gonna miss you, Evelyn. Night 2. Gus tries to treat his infection. Pierre defeats Haley in a fight, but spares her life. Oh, that's nice of him. Krobus fends Kent, Linus, and Willie away from his fire. Bro, Krobus just 1v3'd? The dwarf receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Emily attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Mr. Key destroys Maru's supplies while she sleeps. Rude. Marnie receives an explosive, and Pam falls into a pit and dies. Man, she's probably drunk, let's be real. Day 3. Mr. Key bashes the dwarf's head against a rock several times. Doesn't he wear a helmet, though? I feel like he'd be fine. Linus hunts for other tributes. Krobus runs away from Pierre. Haley stalks Maru. Kent and Emily work together for the day. Gus receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Marnie searches for a water source. Willie sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Pam and the dwarf. Night 3. Maru looks at the night sky. Krobus, Willie, and Pierre sleep in shifts. Marnie defeats Emily in a fight, but spares her life. Linus destroys Mr. Key's supplies while he is asleep. Gus, Kent, and Haley cheerfully sing songs together. Day 4. Gus practices his archery. Willie tries to spear fish with a trident. Haley and Pierre hunt for other tributes. Marnie picks flowers. In the middle of this, really, you're gonna pick flowers? Okay. Krobus tries to sleep through the entire day. Mood. Mr. Key receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Kent questions his sanity, which I feel like he'd be used to at this point. Maru and Emily hunt for other tributes, and Linus thinks about home. Man, he just wants to be back in his tent. No cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 4. Haley is awoken by a nightmare. Gus passes out from exhaustion. Maru fends Marnie, Mr. Key, and Emily away from her fire. Linus defeats Pierre in a fight, but spares his life. Willie lets Krobus into a shelter. Yeah, you let that man in. Kent passes out from exhaustion. Haley begs for Maru to kill her. She refuses, keeping Haley alive. Mr. Key practices his archery. Emily tries to sleep through the entire day. Marnie tries to spear fish with a trident. Willie and Linus split up to search for resources. Krobus fishes. Pierre and Kent work together to drown Gus. R.I.P. Gus. They couldn't handle the mustache. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Gus of District 10. Night 5. Linus thinks about home. Mr. Key lets Emily into his shelter. Haley climbs a tree to rest. Maru and Krobus tell stories about themselves to each other. Kent passes out from exhaustion. Willie starts a fire. And Marnie begs for Pierre to kill her. He refuses, keeping Marnie alive. We're on day 6 and there's still so many people alive. Mr. Key searches for water. Maru injures herself. Stupid. Haley goes hunting. Kent receives medical supplies. Pierre cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Damn! Marnie explores the area. Willie and Emily work together for the day. Linus searches for firewood, and Krobus makes a wooden spear. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Pierre of District 5. Night 6. Marnie attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Mr. Key and Maru talk about the tributes still alive. Linus and Haley sleep in shifts. Willie sets an explosive off, killing Krobus, Ken, and Emily. Damn, Willie! How'd you learn how to do that? The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's family. Haley decides not to go. Maru bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Oh, right, because she injured herself. Willie decides not to go. Linus catches Marnie off guard and kills her. And Mr. Key decides not to go to the feast. Day 7. Mr. Key and Haley split up to search for resources. Willie throws a knife into Linus's chest. No, yo, Willie's racking up a high kill count. Guys, I jinxed it. I said that we had so many people left and then 6 people died. R.I.P. Krobus, Kent, Emily, Maru, Marnie, and Linus. Night 7. Willie overpowers Mr. Key, killing him, and Haley dies from hunger. And the winner is Willie from District 4. The best district was District 4, and the most kills goes to Willie, who killed 5. Rest in peace. Good job, Willie. Good job.